Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from April 15th to May 15th. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Pisces, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Pisces, is the Seven of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil in reverse. Okay? So for you, Pisces, your biggest challenge between mid-April to mid-May is the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands can mean a number of things. Now, in this case for you, I am strongly getting that there's a lot of people that want your attention. There is a lot of things that maybe you need to do. There could also be, with the Seven of Wands, something that you're trying to keep up with. Okay, and it may be a challenge for you. We're going to clarify the Seven of Wands. We're going to see why it's your challenge in a moment. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Wands, the Justice, and the Knight of Cups. So in the recent past, I do see here that there was a lot of uncertainty emotionally when it came to a situation that you were involved in. I do get that there was something here that you didn't want to give up on. You wanted to keep pursuing it. But at the same time, there's something here about karma or justice happening in the past, and we're going to talk more about that for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Fool. So there's a brand new beginning that's taking place for you in the present moment. I do get a sense here right away with the Six of Swords at the top of your reading that you could be choosing to disconnect from something. You could be choosing to walk away from something, disconnect from something, because it's become too difficult or too hard for you, or it's become too burdensome for you. And we're going to find out more about this for you when we clarify. In the near future, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is a very, very strong energy here of you abandoning something, leaving something, or disconnecting from it because it's not emotionally serving you anymore. Or if this isn't you, this could be someone that you're dealing with that's choosing to disconnect from you. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Devil. Okay, so with the Devil here in reverse, I get that between mid-April to mid-May that a lot of you may be choosing to disconnect from something or let something go because it's not healthy for you. This could be the way you're eating. This could be the activities you're engaging into. This could be people that are in your life. This could be certain relationships, maybe a job situation that you're in. Either way, something in the month of April and in May is now being identified as unhealthy for you. And at that point, when you get that realization, you may decide to completely detach yourself from it. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Pisces. Let's clarify it. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. You have the Empress and the Justice. Okay, so the Justice is showing up twice in your reading. So there's definitely something here about karma, setting something right. Your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the amount of energy you receive and the amount of energy that you give. Okay, there's a lot of learning here with the Empress and the Justice. I do get a sense here that your biggest challenge, okay, is the fact that in order for you to grow and learn from some sort of situation in your life where it's been out of balance, because something in your life has been out of balance, you're going to know exactly what that is. If you're self-aware, you're going to know. If you don't know what that is, then you need to be more self-aware about it. But your challenge has a lot to do with being self-aware about some sort of aspects in your life that are not balanced. And because Saturn is currently in your sign, there's a lot of lessons to be learned over the next 3.5 years. So the first challenge here that you have moving forward is to ask yourself why you feel like you constantly have to keep up, why you constantly feel like you are juggling. There's something here about you juggling all the time. So this is about you looking at your relationships. This is about looking at what is going on when it comes to the other, because Mercury is going to be retrograding in Taurus, which is connected to the sign, the luminary Venus. And Mercury is your 7th house ruler because Mercury also rules Venus. So this is very much about your relationships. And with the full moon that just happened in Libra, there's something that's finally come to fullness and you're seeing it. You're either seeing it for what it is or you're not seeing it for what it is. And if you're not seeing it for what it is, then you're missing the point. Okay. So there's a reason why something here has become very intense. It's almost like you're juggling or you're trying to keep up with something. And if something here is out of balance, it's important that you find a way to set it right. Okay. And that's your part of growth. That's your part of learning and becoming more nurturing towards a situation. And that's what you're moving towards, right? The Empress is all about nurturing, love, growing, becoming more self-aware, because the Empress is all court cards in one. Okay. All cups, pentacles, wands, swords, etc. in one. Okay, so your biggest challenge here is to bring something back into balance in your life that you know is out of balance, which will allow you to not feel like you constantly have to chase or run after something or constantly juggle. Okay, so that's your biggest challenge, bringing balance to your life. All right, now in the recent past, I want to clarify the Justice in the recent past. The Justice is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So in the recent past, I do get a sense here that there was an opportunity for you to collaborate or work with a specific group of people here in the past. I do get a sense, and I'm just going to say this, Pisces, and it's not going to resonate with all of you, but there's something here about giving less when someone was giving you more, or vice versa. Someone here was giving way more to this relationship than the other person. And something here was not fair and it was not balanced. I do get a sense here in the past that there was a lot of inconsistency emotionally with you and a specific person that you were dealing with. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups in the recent past for Pisces. You have the Magician, the 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So there was some sort of meeting or connection here that happened in the past. And there was a strong desire in the past, Pisces, to create and manifest something here that you wanted within a relationship that you were part of. Something started to become extremely difficult. No matter how much you tried to make something work, it just became more and more difficult. So there was something here that was out of balance in the past. And as a result of that, it may have came to an end. Okay. Now in the present moment, there's a very strong energy here, especially with the, full moon that just happened. And it's been very intense for, many of us, this full moon. There's something here about you needing to disconnect or wanting to disconnect, or someone here is choosing to disconnect because, again, something in the present moment has become extremely burdensome. It's become so difficult. I do get a sense somebody here in the present moment feels like they're doing everything by themselves. And they may be saying to themselves, why should I do all this by myself? Why should I, kill myself to do something where, I feel like I'm alone and I don't feel like it's a collaborative effort? Because in the past, it was supposed to be collaborative. In the past, it was supposed to be, okay, we're doing this together. We're sticking together. We're going to make this happen. Whereas in the present moment, someone here feels like they're carrying the weight on their back. And this is why the Justice has showed up twice in your reading, because something is not balanced. Either you're in a relationship where you're giving nothing and someone's giving a bunch of stuff to you and you're not giving anything back, or you're giving so much and this person's not giving anything back. And that's not how relationships work. Those type of relationships end very quickly. And they end very quickly, very badly, okay? Relationships require two strong pillars that will equally give to the situation. It's like the infinity sign, like the fish is swimming in opposite directions, right? This is the infinity sign. If something is going to be alive and it's going to continue to flourish, it needs to flourish with some sort of flowing energy. So someone here in the present moment is leaving, they're disconnecting. Why? Tell me more about the Six of Swords in the present moment for Pisces. What do they need to know? Someone here has had enough. They're saying enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. This could be you. Maybe you're sick and tired of something, okay? Three of Cups, the Emperor, and the Four of Pentacles. There's this constant back and forth, okay, with someone. There's this constant getting back together, not getting back together, getting back together, not getting back together, holding on to this, believing that it's going to bring stability and not. There's a lot of promises in the present moment about something here leading to success, but the words are not matching up with the actions. The words are not they're not aligning with the actions, okay, in the present moment. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Swords. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So in the present moment, you have the Six of Swords here twice. Some of you are dealing with Taurus. It could be an Aquarius. I'm also getting a Gemini here. I'm also getting a Cancer, okay, in the present moment. Like I said, and the same message keeps coming up because the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles are here. And the Five of Pentacles is also in the near future as well. So in the present moment, someone here is abandoning the situation. They are almost like disappearing. There's a disappearance act happening in the present moment. Somebody here said something in the present moment and it really, really affected the ability for this person to disconnect and leave. It's like someone here said something and that's all they needed to hear. All they needed to hear was a specific message, and they may have said to themselves, you know what? I'm just going to disconnect from this. I'm not even going to deal with it anymore. Because again, like I said, it's become extremely difficult, extremely difficult. So what this is leading to, Pisces, is a brand new beginning for you. Okay, brand new beginning. Tell me more about this brand new beginning for Pisces in the present moment. You have the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Pisces, you can look at this situation from one perspective, or you can look at it from multiple perspectives. It's up to you, okay? It's up to you on how you want to do it. In the present moment, I feel like this is you, okay? It could be your person, but I feel like this is you. There's a lot of this disappointing energy. There's a huge disappointing energy. It's like, why did this happen? Why did I go through this? Why did I need to experience this? Why did they put me in a third-party situation? Why did this person, make this very difficult for me? And it's almost as if you don't trust anybody or you don't want to open up to anybody anymore. But what Spirit is saying in the present moment when it comes to this new beginning is that if you truly want it to be a successful one, you need to shift your focus in the present moment. You really, really do. And I know that's easier said than done, but shifting your focus is about you looking at what you have to look forward to. And this is again connected to Libra, right? Because there's the it's like yin and yang. Okay, let's talk about yin and yang for now. You have the white part and you have the black part. But what we don't realize is that the white part and the black part work together. If there is no black part, there's no white part. If there's no white part, there's no black part. So what you're learning in the present moment and why you feel like you need to disconnect from something because it's become too difficult is because you're not looking at the positives of the situation. What are the positives that you can look at in this situation? How can you shift your focus? Because all it takes is you shifting your focus to get back into this King of Pentacles energy. You are the King of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles has to have a different mentality and a different perspective to even be the King of Pentacles. Okay? So this is about you recognizing both sides, not just looking at one specific side and doing and not having balance. That's not healthy. Okay, that's why your challenge here is with the Justice and the Empress, because the Empress has learned balance. She's learned that, you know, and I always talk about this with the Empress. The Empress has, you know, she conceives, she's connected to the spiritual world, she conceives a baby inside of her. And then when she conceives a baby inside of her, she has to go through labor pains. But then, you know, when she's done the labor pains, her baby comes out and she gets to enjoy this beautiful creature that she's going to learn to love. So not everything is bad. Not everything is doom and gloom. There's always another piece to the puzzle, and that's what Spirit is asking you to do. The quicker you shift your focus to the positives and to create that balance in your life, the easier you're going to see that a new beginning is possible, and it's one that is going to lead to a lot of happiness for you, okay? And I know that's, again, easier said than done. That's what I see your messages here in the present moment. Now, in the near future, it's very clear that it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to disconnect, move on, and abandon something here that is not bringing you the abundance, luck, that you're looking for, okay? I do get a sense you're gonna be looking at your money here in the near future. Your money is really, really important to you. The investments that you have, the monies that you're investing, the time, the effort, the energy. And because you're disconnecting from something, it's allowing you to do that. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles in the near future for Pisces. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the Family card. So in the near future, this is about your money. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands is here. This is about you, again, choosing. It's your choice, right? It's your choice to either completely abandon the idea of some sort of project or some sort of investment here, or to look towards ways to get back to the 10 of Pentacles energy. There's tons of abundance here, but again, it's all about how you look at the perspective. And the thing that I'm noticing in your reading, for this particular reading, is there's a lot of dual energy. So one of the things that I feel you're learning spiritually, because I always say this to Pisces, your readings are very spiritual all the time. When I do them, they're not based in reality. They're more fantasy. There's more of an esoteric spiritual vibe to your readings. I don't know why it's always like that. So there's something here about dual energy and being able to look at the duality of things and really recognizing how the good works with the bad and how the bad works with the good, and not just looking at one, having blinders on like this, like a horse, and just looking in one direction, because you limit yourself. You're limiting yourself, right? And that's the decision that you have to make here. A lot of you are saying, well, that doesn't serve me anymore. Why should I focus on that? Why should I look at that? But how does that help you to move towards something better? How does that facilitate you to move you to a better position? Okay. And again, I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. Some of you are going to get it. Others of you are not. Some of you are going to have to watch the reading over again, 3 or 4 times for it to make sense. So this is about you recognizing the yin and yang and how the bad works with the good and how the good works with the bad. The bad cannot outweigh the good, and the good cannot outweigh the bad. They work hand in hand. Sometimes really bad things have to happen to us in order for us to recognize how we need to change as people, and vice versa. And that's what I feel like you're learning here in the near future. You're disconnecting from something. It's not serving you anymore, but don't just disconnect from this situation because it's not serving you. Disconnect from it and recognize what you learned from it and how it's going to elevate you to move forward to something better. You have the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. When something is lost, it's not lost because there's always a new opportunity. Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. So the question here is, in the near future, Pisces, are you going to see the opportunity, or are you going to just look at all the negative things that happen to you? Sometimes we invest and those investments don't work out, but we keep going, right? And this is about you recognizing what's not healthy, what's not serving you anymore, what's not healthy. What have you been doing that's been out of balance, that is now coming to your attention because something really bad needed to happen for you to realize it? Okay, so let's get some advice. I just got a message from you. It said, the message is, there's 2 sides to this story. Make sure you see both sides. If you can see both sides, you're going to grow a lot from this experience. Hierophant in reverse. You have the 5 of Wands and the Judgment. when a relationship doesn't work out, when conflict happens, when arguments happen, when bad things happen, it's because Spirit is trying to get your attention. Spirit wants you to change the way you're going about doing things. There's something in your life that you may have been doing one way, but now change is coming and you need to adapt. And I told you this, when Saturn is sitting in your sign transiting, there's going to be a lot of lessons coming in. Some of you are going to feel beat down by these lessons. You're going to say, why me? Why me? But this is about your spiritual awakening. This is about you looking at the whole entire picture, not just half the picture. When you start to look at the whole entire picture, that's when opportunities come in. That's when you come to some sort of major realization and you're able to expand and do more and have more. But it's going to require you to look at both sides, okay? And just because there's a conflict that arises or something here that's uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that you need to disconnect from it right away. Yes, okay, if it's unhealthy and it's not good for you, yes, disconnect from it, but also realize why you're disconnecting from it and what you learned from it. There's no point in going through hardship, going through pain, going through trauma without learning from it. When you learn from it, that experience, Pisces, is priceless, okay? So Pisces is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.